Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Hayalah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakodash, Lai Walam Yom Wa'ai Walam. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone, a rule with honor and diligence, and honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. This is the brother Damas Shapat coming with another GMS Apothecary video. Today, well, this morning, I'm going to be dealing with oxygen and the importance of oxygen. I've spoken about many of my videos at camp or in other sit-down lessons that there is a lack of oxygen in the atmosphere due to pollution, air pollution, uh, um, household cleaners, factories. We breathe in. We actually, if you live in an area where there's a lot of industrial companies or like a nuclear facility, you know what I'm saying? You breathe in a lot of toxins, and then you got to think about in your home. You got, a lot of you got gas stoves. You got pilot lights that's lit all night. You know, you got smoke from the vehicles, the cars. So we're actually oxygen deprived, and I'm gonna show you why this is important. Um, I'm gonna show you why this is important, Salakia. Hold on, let me turn this on so people don't start tripping. So Satan has somebody call you right while you in the middle of doing the work. So I'm gonna put this on, Salakia, and I'm gonna turn this back on. Okay, I don't want that. This is why oxygen is important. It says, how important is oxygen? Okay, it says we breathe because oxygen is needed to burn fuel, sugar, and fatty acids in our cells to produce oxygen. And I spoke about in one of my videos how when you're oxygen deprived, the cells in the body actually go into a dormant state, which they still do function, but at a slower rate, man. That's why sickness and cancer and all these different diseases are able to metastasize or grow in our bodies, man, because we're all oxygen deprived, man. All of us are oxygen deprived. Okay, it says that's why in America there's an epidemic of obesity, because people are not getting enough oxygen to burn the fat cells and turn them into energy. You know, it says in our cells, we breathe because oxygen is needed to burn the fuel, sugars and fatty acids in our cells to produce energy. Oxygen is brought into the lungs via breathing, where it is transported by red blood cells to the entire body to be used to produce energy. As a part of combustion process, carbon dioxide is released. Okay, so oxygen is good to produce energy in the body. Okay, now if you know, I want to speak about this H2O2 full grade hydrogen peroxide at 35%. Okay, now this you can use this, which is two parts hydrogen, two parts oxygen. You can use this to actually boost your oxygen intake inside of your body. You can use this orally. You can drink it in water, preferably. You're supposed to drink it in distilled water. Which tomorrow, I got a distiller. I bought a distiller off Amazon for like probably like $85. But I have a distiller, and I distill my own water. And what I do is I use that. I put that in a glass jar and keep it in the fridge, and use that for when I want to start taking my oxygen. When I feel like my body's getting sick or whatever. And eventually, I'm gonna keep doing it. For at least a couple months to get my body in really decent shape. Okay. But H2O2 food grade hydrogen peroxide at 35%. Okay. Um, which is supposed to be diluted with distilled water, because what happens is if you put it in regular water, the oxygen reacts with the minerals in the water, and they neutralize, so you're not getting the full potential and benefits of it. Okay. But there is a dosage chart, and I have the dosage chart right here. Right here, this is the dosage chart. This is how you take oxygen. You can do what I do. How I did is I paused the video and screenshot it. Okay, and you can see day 1 to 3, 3 times per day, 9 drops, and it goes every day. It goes up 3 drops. Salakia. Salakia. First, it says day 1, 3 drops. Salakia. I'm talking about the second row right here. It's confusing. Day 1, 3 drops, and it goes up 1 drop every day until you get to 25 drops. Okay. Now, when you get to 25 drops, and listen carefully, you're supposed to. That's called your maintenance dose. Okay. So for 6 days after this first dosage, for 6 days after this first dosage, you should be doing 25 drops per day. Okay, for 7 days. Okay, for 6 days after the first dosage, or for 7 days combined. Okay, and that's called that'll be called your maintenance dose. And brothers, this is really beneficial stuff. I'll post a link to a review done by this guy. What's his name? Tyrone Magnus, off of Salakia, off of YouTube. And this is the video I did right here, talking about how this is on my other page, GMS Vent, and this video is talking about the zapper, and it's talking about how the cells go dormant, and there's 2 ways to wake them up. You can either wake them up by electrical charge or by oxygen, or you can do both, but the name of this guy is hold on, let me Tyrone Magnus, and this is the video right here. Plaque psoriasis
can be relentless. Your plaques are always there at the worst times.
This is the guy, Tyrone Magnus. I'll leave a link to this in the description box. But there's doctors that's on here talking about how this stuff cures cancer. There's people that have cured herpes. They've cured AIDS with this stuff. This is some bad shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for there's no side effects. Okay, it's oxygen, so there's no known side effects. The only side effect that you have is during your second week, you will start going to the bathroom more frequently, because it cleans out your GI tract. Okay, which is your intestines. Okay, and a lot of you don't know that. From eating a lot of bread and a lot of meat, bread has an agent in it called gluten. And what gluten does is it hardens and it lines the colon. It hardens and it lines the colon, and it puts a coat on against the colon wall, making it hard for you to absorb nutrients. Okay, so when you take the oxygen, it'll break all of that up, and it'll start it'll start making you go to the bathroom more frequently because it cleans out your intestines. Okay, which is a really good thing. And we don't know how backed up we are from eating all this crap we eat over the years, because this gluten, it catches food particles from other stuff. It catches stuff, and that stuff it starts wasting away inside your intestines. Parasites, parasites grab onto this stuff and they live inside your intestines, So this stuff also kills parasites. It kills basically any foreign entity in the body, man. There's a saying. This doctor said no disease can thrive in an oxygenated body or survive in an oxygenated body. Okay, so make sure you take a look at this chart. This chart right here. Salakia, let me see if I can find it. Well, you saw it. Just, what you do is you pause it and you take a screenshot, and then you'll have it in your phone. I don't remember exactly where I got the chart from, but the guy, Tyrone Magnus, explains it. He explains it in his video, and there's a book called the something cure. I forgot what the name of the book is, but he kind of explains it, how you take it, and hopefully, brothers that's got ailments, that's dealing with a lot of chronic pain and other things, or gut problems, or eczema, psoriasis, just a lot of things, ailments that we are dealing with can be turned back. People that's dealing with cancer, it's this, with this you can cure cancer with this, man. I actually had one of my cousins taking this, who has cancer, and she went to her doctors and he was like, wow. And she's, her family was complimenting me on how she had a burst of energy, that she used to be, they're used to her being weak and not being able to walk too far without sitting down. But they said she was walking around in the freaking baseball stadium, man, and wasn't getting tired, and her doctors were saying her cancer was shrinking, man. And I hope she's still taking it or whatever, but they said her cancer was actually shrinking. I told her, keep taking it till it's gone. Okay. But Jake don't listen a lot of times, but this stuff really works, man. And you should know about it. And you should, if you're dealing with chronic ailments, and, first of all, you should pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to allow this thing to work. If the Lord ain't for it, it's not going to work. Okay. If the Lord is not dealing with you, this stuff is not going to work for you. But you brothers in the faith, you sisters in the faith, I advise you to use this stuff. And another thing, you can dilute it with water, and you can put it in like a dropper bottle, and you can drop it in your you could drop it in your kids' ears, and let it seep down in their ears. They got videos on how to do that on YouTube. How to give it to your kids. You can do like get a like a 6-ounce bottle, or I believe it's a 12-ounce bottle. You can get a 12-ounce spray bottle, and you can put like I would say about 2 tablespoons of this in there, and fill it with water, and you can make a spray. And you could, like, if you have itches or cuts or wounds, or if you could spray it on your face, and cleanse your pores out, man. There's some good stuff, man. You can use it. You can not only use it for yourself, you can use the clean stuff, if you dilute it properly. But you have to do the research. I'm not gonna give you all the research. Just do the research like I did. Do the research like I did, man. And hopefully this is a helpful video. And hopefully, you brothers that's dealing with a lot of ailments, hopefully this can help you. Because I'm doing this page is for you brothers, man, to help spread knowledge. Lord willing, in the future, I will be getting on Google Hangouts with various brothers that want to, participate on this page, through the spirit, Lord willing, we can get that rolling. But, you brothers, check this out, man. Check this oxygen out, H2O2. Make sure it's 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide, because that chart only goes with 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. It can't be 5%, it can't be 10%, it can't be 20. It's got to be 35%, okay? And with that, I'm gonna say, all praises be to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bashim Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule, honor, diligence, and honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth. Shalom.